So how are you doing today, by the way?
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, and to make sure I pronounce everyone's name correctly, Tani, you say your name Tanitoluwa, or how do you say it?
Tanitoluwa.
Tanitoluwa.
Mhm.
Okay. And I see that people usually just call you Tani. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. And then your last name, how do you say it, Mrs. Adewumi?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, great. And I'm Nicola, by the way.
You tried.
Okay. So I guess we'll start with you, Tani. So, looking at your accomplishments and you're just 10 years old, you're excelling in chess. You have your eyes on becoming a grandmaster. Your story has been published as a book, and, Trevor Noah wants to make a movie about your life. So how does all of that make you feel to see the things that have been happening?
Yeah, it feels very good that everything is happening. God did it, of course, and we just thank Him.
All right. And how did you become such a great chess player in such a short time, too?
It was also talent and hard work. I started at the rating of 105. Then I started training and reading, doing all that things, doing my schoolwork, also the chess, and went very quick.
All right. And what is it about chess that you like so much? There's so many other, types of games. What about chess really sticks with you?
The thinking and the excitement of the game. People will say that other games are more interesting, but when you're into the game, you're gonna see, excuse me, it's very exciting, and the chess moves, it's very, very nice. Plus, it was the only game I had at that time, so I thought about playing it, and I did.
What was that last thing you said?
I said that at the first, that was the only game I had. Then the only thing I could really do. So I just started doing it.
Okay. And your older brother helped you out in the beginning, right? It wasn't exactly chess, but it was close enough to get you started.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And so I know you have your eyes and your mind set on being a grandmaster.
Yes.
What is your goal after you become a grandmaster?
To be the youngest pilot.
Okay. And have you thought about helping other kids, maybe from your situation or your background?
Yes, definitely.
How do you want to help them? Because once you become a grandmaster, you're a grandmaster. That's kind of it. So are you going to try and help other young kids come up and maybe do the same thing?
Yes. Also, I would try to become a world champion.
How do you want to help the young when you become a grandmaster?
Okay, so I would basically teach them a lot of simple ideas, things for them to do at their level. And then when they start getting higher and higher, then I'll start teaching them different things.
Okay. And I shared with some of our readers that I would be talking with you today. And I guess some of them are also chess players or chess fans. So they had a couple questions for you. One of them wanted to know, what is your favorite game of chess that you have read and played out on your own board?
Probably. Yeah.
Yes. Think about that. That's okay. We can come back to it.
Oh, Morphe.
Versus
his name Anderson. Morphe versus Anderson. Evergreen game.
Okay. And someone wants to know, what is your favorite chess opening? Hard to choose, huh?
He doesn't want to say it for security purpose.
Oh, okay. You don't want to share your secrets. I get it. So we'll say that's top secret. No problem.
Favorite, but I don't play. Favorite, I don't play. I guess I could say the most exciting one. I guess I mean, the 4-pound fall, I mean.
That's okay.
Kingsley.
That's all right.
That's okay. I just want to say it.
Okay. And someone also wanted to know, so what kind of music do you like?
Hip hop.
Hip hop? Really? So who are some of your favorite artists that you listen to? Hip hop artists?
Drake. Who else can I see? Who else can I see? Maybe Justin Bieber. And Camila Cabello.
Okay, sounds good. You got some good taste there. All right, so moving on a little bit.
When I listen to Cardi B, I put it on clean so I don't hear it backwards.
A good choice. Good choice. Cardi B. Okay, so moving on a little bit, going into your backstory. I'm curious to know, I read your book, the children's book, Tani, and I did some research, of course. So I'm wondering, what was it like for the family in Nigeria? And, Mr. or Mrs. Adewumi, you can respond here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Back in Nigeria, the life is so good to us. We are not that rich and not poor. Yeah, but we are doing so good, very good before the incident came up. So I work in a bank. My husband has a printing press that he has there are 13 workers with him, with the secretary, and everybody are doing so well. He normally get jobs to print with the ministries like that, education, all those stuff like that. He's doing well. The kids are going to good school. And like I said, I work in a very good environment. So we are doing very good before the incident came up.
All right. And Mr. Adewumi, you can talk about that a bit. You're kind of minding your business, a regular day at the shop, and somebody comes in with this request for you to print up posters with, certain slogans on them. What did you think when you saw that?
It's very, very unfortunate because when they came to my printing shop, they dressed well, and you can't even think of because they were 4 in numbers, and they dressed very corporate dress. And when they came in, I'm very, very happy because when they brought the job to me, that's a very good one because I used to go to the ministry to go and lobby to get a job. When I see someone bring it to me, I'm so happy. And they just, what I saw there is they are anxious to get them the price of the job. But I now said that I need to see what I want to do before I give them the price. And then they came very close to the time that we normally close in the evening that time. And I wanted to travel. And I collected the flash. When I collected it, when I got home before I left for my traveling, I put it into the flash. I saw what they designed there. And it's not a thing that people can go along with. And following I tried to return the flash for them, but they are insisting that I have seen their secret. And that's the genesis of the problem.
Right. And frankly, as an outsider looking in or reading about this, it's just kind of shocking to me that, basically a terrorist organization would just walk into your print shop and be like, hey, can you print up this, because we want to put it all over the place. That's just kind of boggles the mind, that they felt like they could just freely do that. But maybe you can help us understand the context in Abuja. I know it's mostly a Christian and Muslim population, right?
Yeah.
And how do people get along in society in general?
Yeah, it's not like the people are using to it because there is no way to run to. We are very fortunate to get ourselves in the United States of America. A lot of people, if you have the majority of young people there, they want to leave the country because the killing is not hiding again. The Nigeria majority of Nigeria populace, they are suffering. Even a lot of things from brutality, from Boko Haram killings, majorly the Christians, they are suffer for this thing. At times, if you want to go to church, you need to raise your hands up and they will scan you before you get. The women need to open their head ties before they scan everybody as if you are suspect. A lot of trauma is going on there. A lot of bad things to talk of is going on there, and people are just living their life. If you go to your work, you may not come back. They may kidnap you. A lot of things. We are so fortunate to find ourselves in a very safe environment.
Yeah. And I'm sure, even though all of this was becoming a reality for you in Nigeria, you never thought like this would happen to us one day, I'm sure.
Never.
So what was going through your mind? They visit the shop, you say you can't do it, and, you haven't seen anything, but they don't believe you. They eventually end up at your home in the middle of the night, and here you are packing your bags, looking toward America. What kind of things are you thinking? What's going on in your heart?
Yes, immediately I saw what they want to do. When I saw it, I know that there's a problem. That's the first thing. I wouldn't have known if not because of my father-in-law that interpreted this thing, because they wrote it in Arabic. I mean, their logo, which everybody in Nigeria conversant with, because they normally show it when they kill in Borno, in Far North. They show their logo. I can recognize the logo. But the word they wrote there is no to Western education and kill all the Christians. That's a very short note beside the logo. And when I saw it, I know there is a problem, but I pray to God, that's the only weapon we have.
Right.
Prayer and God listening to us. We pray over it. When I wanted to return this thing, but when they fly up, that I've already seen their secret. That's the problem of it. But thank God that we resolved that there is no casualty in me and my family.
And so, you eventually make it to America, and you have a few stops, right, before you make it to New York City. And so here you are, a family of 4, as parents who've worked hard, try to build a good foundation and home life for your kids. Here you are at a homeless shelter in New York City. What was going through your mind at that point? What things were you thinking of, praying about?
As my wife said it, we were living very good in Nigeria. I have 13 workers. She's working in the bank. The children are attending very good school. But when we find ourselves here, it's very, very unfortunate, because the pastor that we were introduced to told me that we can't use our certificate here, and we need to do the skilled labor before we can find ourselves. And he find a place for us, because to just be living, he told us that the place is called shelter, and I said there's no problem. But fortunately for us, we were located in Manhattan here. Even to the surprise of the pastor that took us to the Bronx, he said that he has never, because he has been having a lot of people, none of them has been allocated into the Manhattan homeless shelter. We are very, very lucky from day one, because the place is an hotel, that they are using part of the hotel for the normal hotel, part of it for the homeless shelter people. And when we find ourselves, no matter how it may be beautiful, they call it homeless shelter. There's nothing we can do, because at times our kids, they will sleep in floor 4. I and my wife, we sleep in 5th floor. It's very difficult. We have a lot of challenges there, but we keep on thanking God, because the only thing, the first paramount in people's life is the safety. We were safe in the shelter, and the America is the only country that can do such thing to their immigrants. We are not normally the citizen yet, but they are doing a lot of things. I really appreciate the American government. I really thankful to American government to help us, because we were in shelter before this thing happened. And when the thing happened, when the Tanitoluwa won the chess, New York chess scholarship about this chess game, a lot of people rallied around us, and they really helped us.
So what were you thinking, Mrs. Adewumi, when, Tani came back and he's like, I'm in love with chess. I'm beating everyone left and right. And, his coach is talking to you and saying, you know what, we can waive the fees. We're going to take care of him. We've got a prodigy here. What were you feeling?
Yeah, I felt so good then, because I believe every kid has to engage in one activities. So I don't really know, maybe it can turn out to be like this today. But what we just believe is they have to do, whether the basketball, volleyball, or whatever activities they can engage in the school outside their school things. So when he came and I saw the notes that he's interested, like you said, the director with the fee, because then we don't have enough of money to pay the fee, and we are grateful to God and we are grateful to him too. And we are encouraging him, trying to take him to wherever he needs to be coached, all those stuff. If they have training, if they have tournaments, we have to go with him. I might go with him, his dad, his brother. So every one of us were with him, and even with his brother too. If he has a game too in school, we'll let him go. So we're always supporting them. Right. But we never knew it would turn out good as this. We believe chess is a game that every child can play. Right. Because I see people coming with their kids, and I believe it's a normal thing to do. So that's just it, but God make it to be in another way for us.
Right. Yeah. And so how has life been adjusting to the States? The kids are in school, you two are working, and, thinking about your life back in Nigeria. You said you weren't poor and you weren't rich, but you were comfortable, I take it, right? You're a business owner, you're a professional. So how has life been adjusting and looking ahead? What are some things you want to have happen?
Yeah, we're really, the only thing, we thank God for everything all the time. We believe that God is so kind, so good to us that made this thing happen. The only thing is the future is in God's hands.
Mm. Okay. All right. And so let's see here. Have you been able to connect with the Nigerian community? You're in New York, right? Still?
No, not really, but the pastor that helped us is from Nigeria. And the person that invited me to the New York here is from Nigeria too. Okay. That's the only two people that we are really dealing with. It's not Nigeria populace. And our Anthony too is from Nigeria. That's the Samson local. That's our Anthony. He really helped the family so much.
Okay, I'm kind of surprised. And I thought Tani's story would at least have, made it back to Nigeria or made it around to different Nigerian communities in the States, and they'd be showering him with love and appreciation. But that's unfortunate. But I do know some of our readers are Nigerian. There was a gentleman also who wanted to mention how proud he is to hear about your story, Tani. And I think he mentioned he was also Yoruba. So he wanted me to mention that and show some love to you. Mm-hmm. So have you been able to connect with a church at least? Like, do you have, some type of support group or system, or is it really just the four of you trying to make all of this work?
Yes, I would say with God, all things are possible. That is our key, and that is what we believe in, because we always put our trust in Him, and we believe He can do anything for us. So, like my husband said, the pastor is from Nigeria. From church, because in the church is just like a low people like us. Let me just put it in that form. It's a new church. So
we are gathering in the basement.
Yes, it's just using this to at least help people. When you just come around, these are the things just to put us through in the right way, where to go. Yes. So we can't really say. I know a lot of Nigerians will be around, which I believe, because Nigeria is everywhere. Everybody, different countries, we are close to each other.
Right.
And you know, many people, I know some people send some mails to congratulate, all those stuff, but not in the way of connecting to each other one-on-one. Yes. But saying, oh, thank God for your life, all those stuffs like that, it happens. So we do all those things happens in the Nigerian communities.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about the Tanitoluwa Adewumi Foundation. What's the foundation about? How are you using it?
The foundation is growing on well, and we are helping people. That's the major thing now. A little that we have. We can do. The last year we did back to school events, and a lot of people turn out very well. And all this pandemic stuff, we use the churches to give to the people, just to buy the food, the rice, a lot of things that we can do, and the clothes, giving the people, because a lot of people are stranded because of this pandemic. That's the foundation for now. And after the pandemic, now we want to make it large so that we can launch it to the whole world to see. People can use the platform to be giving to the people. They can use it, the Tanitoluwa Adewumi Foundation. They can use in our foundation to give to others. And some people want to give out. They don't know the shining. They can use us. Even the way they want us to spend their resources, we have capacity to help them giving it out to the people.
Okay. All right. Just a couple more questions here. Adesina, that's your brother, right, Tani? Since he's not there to, talk for himself, tell me a little bit about your brother. What do you love about your brother?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He does a lot of tech. He's smart. He fixes a lot of things. He wants to do engineering. He's very polite, and that's about him. He also does a bit of chess. He's like 1400, around that, 1500.
How does that compare with your level, though? You're right.
500 points. 600 points back.
Okay, so he's got a ways to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I work for a faith publication, Faithfully Magazine. A lot of our readers are Christians, identify that way. So is there anything, you'd want them to especially know about your story, about your family, or, how they can, maybe support you? Because you're still waiting for your asylum application to come through in a couple of years. So what would you want, Christian communities?
Thank you so much. The Christian community, the Faithfully magazine, we need a help, because the help we need is because he used to say to the whole world that he feel like an American. If our people is still in the processing is still in the court. If anyway, we feel cool here, we feel safe, happy in America. We want to be an America, as he used to say. And any help the Christian community can do, God will put it into their mind to do it for us. And we appreciate everyone that have done something for us.
Okay, thank you. Any final words, Tani? No pressure.
Hard work beats talent. Talent does not have hard work. Whatever you do, it doesn't have to be chess. It could be any game. You just need to put hard work in. Before you know it, you're in the world championships, and you gotta have hard work to become good. You can't just sit around and say, "No, I'm gonna get to the world championships today. Tomorrow I'll be world champion. Next tomorrow I'll be the world record." So.
All right, so you got a philosopher in the house as well. That's great to motivate you.
Sure.
Any final words, Mrs. Adewumi?
Yeah, what I would like to say is I know everybody are trying in their own homes to cater for their children and to look into their children very well, but I believe it's something that we need to do more. Let us always look out for our kids, wherever they are, wherever they may be, whether they are with us or outside. And anything good that they are doing, something that can add value to their life, I believe we should try to be supporting them, encouraging them. Then we should learn how to be teaching them the word of God, which is very key, because wherever they go to, that is what will be their sword, and what is what they will be remembering anytime. So I believe that is what I want to say.
All right. Well, again, phenomenal story, Tani. God bless you. I hope he takes you to that grandmaster and world champion level that you're looking for.
Amen.
And I'm sure we'll hear more wonderful things happening with your family.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
We really appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.